Maxwell,
Samuel.
you have an injury, sir.
I have, it turns out, a real fucked back.
A really straight back.
Yeah, it's not good. You meant to have them curves, and I'll tell you what, I don't have them curves, Sam.
The boy is straighty 180.
Too straight.
Stiff as a board.
Oh.
Cannot stand up. Not even metaphorically.
No, yeah, lucky that I'm seated for this because it's a real struggle to move.
Well, welcome to your 30s, sir. I'm not there yet, but
Don't do it to yourself.
I'm too far past the 27 club.
To make it cool.
Yeah, I'm a bit unfashionably late to that party, but
The 29 Club does sound like... The 29 Club would be a good name for a band.
29 club?
Yeah.
Why?
It's like an ironic indie thing. Like we weren't successful enough when we were 27. We had to give it a couple extra years.
I mean, I feel like that's the story of our career as podcasters too, you know.
Bit of inflation, if you will.
Inflation.
The 27 Club has been hit by annual inflation.
Well, like your discs, sir.
Oh, they are inflamed to the buggery.
Inflamed to the buggery.
Not a good time, Sam.
Well, on that note,
So I might be holding some awkward poses all through this, just trying to
I can't wait. Yes, and tell me about that.
or like I might just move like the wrong way mid conversation. Like,
That's all right. Let it out. Well, now we've warned everyone. Welcome to the show. Obviously,
welcome. Yeah. How are you doing?
they can't answer. It's a recorded. It's
too.
a pre-recorded medium.
Well.
It's like those ASMR videos.
Oh yes.
And tell me a highlight of your day. That seems nice. Yeah, brother, I'm still halfway through my answer.
Cut me off.
Yeah. Oh, I see. You're very antisocial. Let's get into something new, shall we, Maxwell?
Let's do it, Sam. My first song today is from a band called Breakaway with 2 Ks.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kind of, yeah. Clarkson starts with a C.
She had a song Breakaway.
Yeah, no, I'm just fucking with you because Kelly Clarkson too. Anyway, moving on from that.
Your bad back's making your brain fucked.
They're out of New York City. They've been producing music for a couple of years. They sort of got together when they were in high school in 2021, which makes me feel very old, apart from the bad back. But I don't want to give away too much because there's 2 clips in this song that I want to play for you. So, yeah, I want to dive straight in. So this is the first clip. This is kind of towards the start of the song. So,
Ready.
Portrait Set on Fire by Breakaway.
No one looks at me like I'm the one. I'm a portrait set on fire by a girl who doesn't mind. She would look at me like
It's going to drop, isn't it?
I don't know, Sam. Let's find out together.
Well, you're the one with 2 clips.
That is true. This is not actually that much further down the track. It's still like easily in the first half of the song, but it takes this tenor from here on out.
I don't mind. I've died 1,000 times.
It's Biabadooby meets Wisp instrumental.
Yeah, I felt like a bit Biabadooby meets like Ethel Cain as well. Like those big like chunky guitars and whatnot. But yeah, it kind of has that very chill pop sound at the start that goes into that kind of like post-rock, alt-rock kind of thing. And just, it's really been tickling my little brain hole.
There's something about that post-punk sound. I like it. It's very dark. It's very ethereal, like cornflakes and Nutri-Grain.
Mate, bowler. And just and just brooding,
Bowler.
moody.
I only just got that.
Bowl ethereal.
Bowl ethereal.
It's tickled him.
That's very good.
Yeah. Glad you enjoyed it.
He's on, ladies and gentlemen.
I just had to wait for the painkillers to kick in.
We're going to go too far the other way now. You're going to just start.
I'll start dribbling in my soup soon. Another bowl of soup. Anyway,
my first song is by Eileen Valentine.
Oh, yeah.
Ayleen, as opposed to Come On, Eileen.
Well, ask for permission first, Sam. Consent is sexy.
Oh, it's going to be one of those episodes. The song is called 2 Shots In and Sobbing. Yep. Don't look at me like that.
No, you don't go to the bar very often. You know, you're not ever doing shots.
No, it'd take me to sob, I reckon 4.
Yeah, fair.
But I've never cried drunk.
I can't imagine you doing shots.
No, it'd have to be if we hit like 1 million followers, maybe I'd do shots.
Shots till he passes out. So like 3, 4.
Probably 4, yeah. And then I don't cry, I just hit a wall and want to go to bed.
Yeah.
And nothing in the world can stop me. Have another drink. Fuck off.
Go on, I'm going to bed.
I'm going home. Anyway, this song is, it's like if Sarah's discovered a bit more distortion in her guitars. His guitars, my apologies. It's a little bit melancholy. It's kind of, it's a bit sad girl, but it's a little bit optimistic at times. There's a really interesting sort of chord progression and vocal melody. I'm just going to play it for you.
Please do.
Okay.
I met someone tonight and I forget just a little. You were never the ones to know. Move on with.
Yeah, it's kind of melancholy. It's kind of meadow, like
Meadow.
yeah, sitting
Like sitting in a meadow.
sit in a meadow with a fucking acoustic guitar and think about the boy next door that left you for the big smoke.
I thought you were aiming for mellow and just fucked it. Dude, that was so meadow.
Dude, that was so fucking meadow, eh?
We're very Biabba coded.
We
today,
are.
You know.
Not for long, I can assure you. I'm
Yeah.
bringing some heft and some jazz.
Oh, some Jeft.
What?
Some has?
What?
Never mind.
Heft and jazz.
Yeah.
Probably that was probably a stretch.
Yeah.
Something you need to do more of.
Yeah, I fucking do. You're not wrong. Sam, my next song is called Snake. It is by the artist Skinship. And I think the easiest way to describe this is
Skinship.
Skinship. Yeah, so Skinship is a project from a guy named Theo Spark, who used to be in a band called Woos. Don't worry about it.
You're just making words up.
Unrelated for a lot of things. Yeah.
Neither here nor there.
If you know any of those people, that's who they are. The
Skin flute.
sort of Skinship.
Oh.
And the track, very industrial dance, very like Nine Inch Nails meets like Depeche Mode or like Yes, one of those like 80s synth kind of things going on.
Yep.
So yeah, this is Snake by Skinship, Sam.
It does feel very Depeche Mode.
Yes.
Yeah. Feels a little bit like if Franz Ferdinand decided to go a bit techno,
Bit electro.
bit electro.
Fwans.
I'm not allowed to do that voice anymore. We did a public apology.
We did.
My next band or song is Allured by Say Six.
Oh, heard of them.
It's a hard one to say quickly. Say Six. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Shut up.
What a journey we've been on.
Yeah, I brought these guys for a reason. They've got an upcoming album called Brutalist. Will they be on the show? I don't know, but you'll find out in a couple of days.
Or not.
Or not.
We'll never know.
Shit might hit the fan, but potentially hopeful. We will be in the same vicinity as them.
We'll be nearby.
We'll be nearby with cameras and gear, whether we set those up.
Got the gear.
Got the gear, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
350. So I'm told. Yeah, we'll have the gear there. They'll sort of be at the same venue we are, whether we cross over TBC. But there's been emails. That's all I'll say.
I'm glad there's been emails.
There's been emails.
You always want emails.
But Allured by Say Six, it kind of blends like the Sleep Token heaviness with the Jutes sexy vocal almost. I think these guys could be really big. The song itself feels a little bit scattered, but there's promise.
Yeah.
There's bones.
Oh, boy, is there.
Back boy. Love a double kick.
It is. I'll tell you what. There's a lot going on in the rhythm section of that entire.
There's
track.
a lot.
Yeah.
I think the vocal could be tighter with the instrumental, but who am I to talk? Like I couldn't play you fucking Sweet Child of Mine the other week. So
You gave it a good red hot crack though.
Red Hot crack, but did I nail it enough for Suncorp Stadium?
We'll find out in November.
We will.
Get your tickets now. Free plug. Sam, my next song is from a band called Luna Rosa, who
Yes.
snuck a little DM into our channels.
Why'd
DMs?
you have to phrase it like that?
I don't know. It felt weird. I didn't like it. Anyway, their latest track is called The Luge.
Inbox.
Yes, that would have been. That's good soft skills, Sam. I like that. It's good from you. I think this track is it's a bit post-punk indie sound, but it's also a little bit of like dancey kind of vibe. And it kind of switches between these two modes. Like, I wouldn't say often necessarily, but like it'll do like a hard switch between these two kind of like parts of the song. So there's like this kind of more like swirling, almost shoegazy kind of guitar sound.
Yep.
And then it switches to this very sort of like tight and rhythmic, like mid 2010s indie rock kind of thing. So I'm going to give you a little taste of each. And yeah, see how it kind of sits. I won't go to the crossover point so you can hear both bits.
Yeah.
So this is The Luge by Luna Rosa.
Bit fooeyes.
A little bit fooeyes meets like, again, that kind of British. Like they are British. They're from
Birmingham.
No, somewhere. I should have written it down, but
Sheffield.
Maybe it's not there either. But
Manchester. You want me to keep going?
Then name every locale in the UK. Anyway, this is the second part of like the second vibe.
Oh, you've brought 2 parts twice.
I've brought 2 parts twice, Sam. I've brought 4 parts.
Wow.
So a lot more of that kind of like new navy, the drums.
Love that. I love the Navy energy. Maxwell, I discovered this song 83 to 98, track 7 in brackets, on Instagram. AV King Hamilton is their name.
Where are you looking for this music? Wow.
Look, sometimes my algorithm takes me to fantastic places.
Sounds like it.
Do you like jazz?
Sometimes.
Because this is a banger.
All right.
I'm not big into jazz, but as I get older, I'm like, I should probably lean in. It's very good lounge music, very good hosting music if you need a little bit of, a lot of people hate jazz, but not offensive, sort of ambient music. This song, I know nothing about jazz for the record, but it blends some really nice, like soft trumpet piano vibes with almost like an R&B blend. Very soft, very loungy. Picture yourself sipping like an old fashioned and then pretending you enjoy it.
I'm about to. I
Yeah.
love an old fashioned.
Like low light.
Smoky bar.
You've got a nice velvet suit on.
Dinner and a show.
And if you haven't listened to Vinyl Club, that's the place to be.
Interesting.
It's kind of cool, eh?
Yeah, I vibe with it. It's very the mix of that on those drums is really weird. Like it was very like high and tight in the snare, but then wasn't a lot of kick coming out of it. But
No.
jazz drummers generally have smaller kicks, so that's
Well, let's not, have a go at their kick size, shall we? It's not their fault.
just it's a little more tight. You just want to like tighten,
Well, lucky you're the expert.
Clearly not the expert. If I had to resort to using as a fucking description,
They sort of go pum 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 like that Bruno Mars song. Let's get on to the news.
let's get into
shall we?
news, Sam.
News, reviews, and interviews.
We've got at least one of those coming up.
Yeah, we do.
It's not an interview.
No, it's not.
Sam, I thought we should do, actually, before we go into the news too far, I want to give a little cheeky shout out to someone.
Okay.
And that is the restaurant Never Enough here in Brisbane.
Oh, yeah.
It's the team behind, it's weird for us to do a restaurant shout out if you're like, why are they doing this? It's the team behind the Crowbar here in
Yes.
Brisbane. They've opened like a fine dining restaurant. Banging. Very cool. Very
I did
fun.
see you went.
Shout out to the team there. They were all lovely. The food was delicious. Had a great time. Would
Did
recommend.
you say, do you not have a podcast?
I absolutely did not, because I have even one modicum of self-respect.
That's so crazy, guys. Thanks so much for the meal. Do you want me to share this on my platforms?
Happy for me to shout you out in exchange so I don't have to pay? Or?
Yeah. Do you guys know like the exposure you could get from our platforms? You could get at least 3 shares.
You could get at least 20 views. Most of them are me.
Yeah. I think you could get 40.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy.
Slow down.
But that's 40 people that didn't know your brand beforehand.
And think about that. That could be, if each of those people paid $200 each, that's at least $3.50.
And when you think of margins, like you just can't get that sort of exposure just from street traffic.
Margin Boo,
Oh,
Margin Vegeta.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, sorry.
Because we were talking about Dragon Ball Z before.
Brought it back, yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch that.
No, really?
Too violent, Mum said.
right.
That and The Simpsons too rude.
I can tell.
Watch Futurama instead, though. They didn't know about that one. And that, kids, is why loopholes are important.
Exactly. But to the actual news, Sam.
Yes.
We got some festival news. We got good and bad. Which one do you want first? Good news or bad news?
Let's go the bad, and then we'll go into the good.
We'll rip the bad news off. We'll rip the bad news band-aid off first.
Wow.
Yeah, we did that well, didn't we?
I'll get told to stop shouting now. Stop shouting. I'm trying to decompress.
The bad news is, Sam, that Out to Lunch Festival, which was Fisher's Festival, which was set to go national for the first time this year. It's been at the Gold Coast for a little while. It's set to go national for the first time. Has had to postpone, not just for a couple of days, for an entire year. They've had to basically come out and say, you will not be getting Out to Lunch in 2026. You'll get it in 2027. Ticket refunds are available if you don't want to go for next year's date. Otherwise, tickets all seem to be valid for next year's date as well. And basically, the news is them rising fuel costs are ruining everything.
Do you think it was ambitious that they went national? I didn't think the lineup was that good.
I think what it did well is I think that it would have laid down what it was. Like it was very upfront about what it was, and then it would just be like, we're just executing this quite well. You know what I mean? Like Fisher is the main draw card, obviously. It had a couple of other decent names on there for if you're into some EDM, and I think it would have just been like, if you like these artists, they're going to be performing a fun little festival.
Yep.
But obviously, that damn war. Those kids in their damn wars,
well,
ruining everything once again.
Luckily, Albo's spending $20 million on an educational campaign about how to save fuel.
Do your part. Everyone does their part, whatever.
Inflate your tires.
Yes.
Good for you, Albo.
Yeah.
$20 million for a Google search. Let's not dive into it. I'm not phased, clearly. I pay taxes.
Sometimes. The good news though, Sam.
Yes.
If you're nearby, just down the road, in fact, from the Gold Coast, is Stone and Wood are putting on another version of their Festival of the Stone at their brewery in Byron Bay, and they've dropped the lineup. It's pretty solid.
It is pretty stacked.
Pacific Avenue, Ruby Fields, Dear Seattle, Eliza the Delusionals, and Liquid Zoo.
Pretty good.
I'll take that. That's pretty solid.
20th of June this year, 3 till 10 p.m. And you can just, look, getting pissed on Stone and Woods would be a mission.
I'd be all right with it, I think. You'd struggle, I think.
I would be spewing after 2.
Yeah.
That is just, I can't do craft.
Not your idea of fun.
Fruity beers?
Yeah.
No, thank you. Give me fruity cocktails, though, and I'm a happy little...
He does love a little Mai Tai.
I'm a happy little Sally.
Also, I think there's some charity elements to this. I think they're supporting a local homeless charity. So,
Fletcher Street Cottage.
Get down there, support the local brewers, support the good work that they're doing. I do think that Stone and Wood is now owned by a multinational, though, so that's a fun fact.
Oh, we're really on the political train today, aren't we?
Hey, I didn't say that's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying it's a thing.
Let's talk Coachella now, shall we?
Look, we may as well. Sam, it's been weekend 1 has just come and gone. At time of recording, at time of listening, a couple of days ago.
Yes.
And obviously, we haven't had a chance to tune into all of the sets that we wanted to, but I think we've had a chance to tune into a few, so we want to share a couple of notes early on.
Yes. There's been some large sets.
There's been some big numbers out there, hasn't there?
And a lot more people tuning in than I probably first anticipated.
Yeah, because they're live streaming the whole, all the stages have their own dedicated live stream. You can go and just watch the whole festival, basically, which is pretty cool. I think that's a good way to subsidize some, money, get money in for biggest headliners without necessarily charging more for ticket prices.
Yep, I agree.
I think that's a good way to do it. I tuned into a few. I tuned into Cat's Eye. I wanted to see kind of what they were doing. I thought it was very well done. It's very girl group pop band. They've got the choreographed dancing. They've got everyone's got a mic and they're all kind of going as they doing their bits as they go.
Yep.
Huntrix came on to do a bit of Golden.
Love that.
Yeah. Pretty sick. Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter was probably pretty busy because her set was very big.
What going on?
Yeah, there was flashing lights and cars and plumbing and all sorts of shit happening on her.
Plumbing.
There was some plumbing. There's some moisture moments, Sam.
Nice.
On the song Tears. They run down her thighs, Sam.
Wow.
But just in terms of a girly pop set, like one of the all-timers. Just
Yep. That excited you got choked up.
that's how good it was. Just came out blazing, dropping like hit after hit after hit. Just a very well done set. Exactly the kind of thing you want at Coachella. Like just a real we've got possibly the world's biggest stage. How do we capitalize on that? I think she's done very well.
What did we think of Biebs?
Biebs. Now, there's been some controversy here.
There has been. I've seen that some people think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's like super interactive. He was, chatting to fans on the live stream, but then also people being like, it was like there was a brick wall between him and the crowd.
So for people who haven't seen it or who maybe have only seen little bits and pieces, the set's kind of broken into 3 parts. And so the first part of the set, which largely focused on tracks from his most recent albums, was exactly what you'd kind of expect, like a guy walking around the stage, singing these songs. It was, compared to Sabrina Carpenter's set, was very sparse. Like it kind of had one blob kind of thing that was like the set design. And then he didn't have any dances or anything like that or any like wild lights. It was mostly him kind of just singing and performing solo. He eventually moves out to like a little B stage and does some acoustic stuff and then goes back to the main stage to do the third part of the set, which started and had about like 10 songs or something like that, where he whipped out a laptop, typed in YouTube videos of a variety of his songs and then sang along to those. Like, they weren't like the stems. It wasn't like without a vocal. Like it was just the song and he was singing along to it.
It's very odd.
Very odd. Very.
Then he pulled out D's nuts.
He did. He pulled out a few viral videos, like himself running into he pulled out a few paparazzi moments of him throughout the years. He pulled out the standing on business clip, like all kinds of stuff. He also had a lot of guests. Like he had Kid Laroi come out for Stay. He had Dijon come out for Devotion. He had WizKid come out for Essence, and McGee came out for Daisies. So that's pretty cool. But just odd. Just like good or bad. Just strange. And
did we expect anything less from the Biebs?
That's true. He's certainly. I think.
Usher.
He's having a moment. Like as in.
Yeah.
Like I think it was an artistic move, whether or not you thought it was good or not. Like it was making a statement, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It was certainly interesting and it's topical.
I kind of liked it, I think.
I think it's a vibe.
Yeah. I think I can see if I had paid thousands of dollars to be at Coachella, I could see why I'd be miffed as a live audience member that this felt very built for the live stream. But I kind of, as a stream viewer, I kind of fucked with it.
Well, yeah, I think from a live stream perspective, being just on the couch, it made for a better experience. But you're right. I think if I was a punter there, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Also, an interesting thought that I'd had is, was that all one seamless YouTube integration, like branded spot? Because he's on YouTube, he's typing like my dad.
True. I do think it's funny, all the memes about what if you didn't have YouTube Premium?
Yeah, all the ads coming up. Raid Shadow Legends.
We've all been there.
I think it's done. I don't think you can do it again. And I'd be surprised that if he did that next week, because I think it's something that it's a statement you can make once.
I agree.
There's a lot of people who are saying like, was it a fuck you to like Scooter Braun, who has all the masters for his songs?
True.
But that wouldn't necessarily hold. Like he retains the performance rights for doing those. Like,
and he needs, I know what you mean.
Like he can still do those songs. That's fine. There's not like a legal thing that stops him from doing those songs. So I don't think that's the case. I think it's more just he wanted to make an artistic statement about where he came from, like his foundation in being a YouTube discovery and kind of what that led to his career being more than, any logistical challenge.
No, I agree. I think overall it was a really cool concept. I don't think it could be repeated, but it was just one of those nice one-offs. Same with I think Coachella always brings a bit of randomness and a bit of spontaneity. Last year when Frank Ocean pulled out, Fortet, Skrillex and Fred again came on for one of the performances of the year at the time. You can't make that up. You can't repeat that either. It's just like a get in, get it done.
Yep.
Fuck off. But I do want to talk about The Coachella prices. Have you seen the stuff that's come out about
Is it
how
the tickets?
Not for tickets, but as a punter, like how expensive it is.
Oh, like for food and drink and
Food and
yeah,
drink and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you now.
So some people have reported they paid $50 for 3 coffees.
Oof.
50 US is 70 AUD.
They'd want to be good coffees.
They want to be fucking unbelievable coffees, but in the US, I don't think that's possible.
No, well, I mean that is the thing. If you're going to get good coffee anyway, it might be Coachella.
Maybe for just like a chicken burger with chibis, you're looking at 42 AUD.
The Clayton special, $42.
42 AUD.
Funkin' soul, brother. Holy Moses.
Just for water was $2, which is about $3.50.
Sure.
But for like Coke, for example, $350.
Coca-Cola or cane?
yeah, Coca-Cola. Sorry,
Yeah, just checking. It is Coachella.
you're paying $9 for a can of Coke,
Right.
which is fucking outrageous. So minimum spend, you're looking at about just for a one meal, probably about $50.
Damn. That's brutal.
It's not ideal.
No.
Is what it's not. But, it's Coachella. They can do whatever they want. However, inflation hits like a fucking freight train, doesn't it?
It certainly does, Sam. I think, look, I think the only places that can really get away with it are Coachella and Glasgow. Maybe also like
Man,
Primavera. Well, Burning Man, like you're meant to BYO to some degree because it's like all, self-sustainable community, all that kind of thing. But like Coachella, maybe Glasgow, maybe like Primavera Sound, like
Yeah.
Bonnaroo. There's probably like maybe 5 to 10 festivals that can get away with something like that. And that's because they're putting on
Huge.
a pretty unbelievable show. But even then, that's pushing it. That's a fucking insane amount of money.
It's a stupid amount of money. Also, Burning Man, I'd rather shit in my hands and clap than go to.
I would like to go one year just to experience it, just to see what's going on.
You'd walk away with an ego 10 foot tall, like.
Or not, suffer an ego death or something like that,
Yeah, maybe.
Do some ayahuasca and...
Well, yeah, you could either go that way or you wouldn't get invited to the orgy, one of the two.
Oh, I'm not getting invited to the orgy.
I'm not either. We're documentarians. Louis Theroux on Swingers Night.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, hello.
Hello.
And what do you... Oh, that... Oh, in that hole. Interesting.
Oh, that one.
Wouldn't have picked that.
No. Tash Sultana put out a video the other day that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They essentially came out and had a bit of a crack at the state of the music industry at the moment, saying how if you were to tell Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix,
I think and Bob Marley
that they had to create content and that their talent alone wouldn't make them successful in the music industry, they'd probably tell you that the world's gone mad.
Mm-hmm.
Which raises the question, is music discovery, as difficult for upcoming musicians as it's ever been? Like, is content ruining musicians' ability to just focus on the music?
Look, I think there's a very real argument to be had either way. I think obviously we're not musicians, we are content creators, so we might be biased.
Could be.
But I think you need to look at those artists in the context of when they were creating music. Because let's start with, your Jimi Hendrix, your Bob Marleys. At the time that they were creating music, there was kind of only really 2 forms of music discovery, which was 1, radio, and 2, someone just telling you about a thing. And like to that end, there was no content to be created. But they still would have had to spend time going to, say, like doing radio shows or packaging stuff up for radio to make sure that it was ready to go.
Sending demos to labels nonstop.
Exactly.
All that stuff.
So get forward to Kurt Cobain. Did Kurt Cobain want to create a music video for MTV? I don't know, but he did. I can't imagine that Kurt Cobain, having to spend a day in that gym in Seattle to record Smells Like Teen Spirit was what he wanted to do that day. But he did, because that's what you did as a music discovery tool in that time. Was, again, you had radio, you had word of mouth, but then you had zines and stuff, but then you also had MTV, which is where a lot of people discovered music. So artists have to do the thing that is how people consume music. Sorry, they don't have to. Artists choose to do the thing that is how people consume music at that time. And at the moment, people are choosing to consume new music through the form of content creation or content interaction.
Yep.
And so you don't have to do it. But if you want to be discovered, if you want to play where people are listening,
it helps.
It definitely helps.
I think also the fact that, content is king nowadays allows these musicians to create whatever sort of content that feels natural to them and their listeners.
Yep.
I don't think, to Tash Sultana's point, they're talking about the cringe TikTok dances and playing the same snippet of a song 15 times before you drop it. Like, you don't have to do that. You can create whatever you want. You look at Joji when he did Piss in the Wind. All his promo was a doppelganger. He wasn't even in it, but it was a cool concept.
Yeah.
You can really create content to be whatever you want. I understand that musicians aren't content creators, but to your point, you sort of have to go somewhere along with the crowd in where discovery is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, working against the tide is only going to burn you out.
Yeah.
And you're pushing shit uphill.
Yeah. And I think to kind of double down on what you're saying, like I think people shouldn't necessarily look at it as content creation. It should be looked at more as like an extension of the world that you're building with your music. Like, yes, you may not want to sit there and do 50 takes on a piece to camera. Then don't do that. Like, create content that works for the world that you're building. If you're a Tash Sultana type, loop creator, how people are interested in finding out how those loops build into each other and how you create them and move them around. Like, that's content. You can speak to the world and the audience and the content and the music that you're creating in your content that isn't doing a selfie, video or a TikTok dance or something like that.
Completely agree. And also, some of the my favorite discoveries of the last 2 years have been through Instagram and TikTok, just doom scrolling, and it's just musicians playing snippets of their songs, and playing them on an acoustic guitar in their bedroom, and having the lyrics up on screen. Like, I think, I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, you've just got to, at some stage, you've kind of just got to go with the flow of and the trend of where everyone is discovering music.
Fully understanding that, like, if you just want to be in a studio creating music and like creating content is annoying for that, but also no one's forcing you to create the content. Like, your label might be like, why aren't you creating content? That's shit. And like, a label should work with you to create make sure that you're speaking creating the kind of content that works for your audience and that speaks for your brand. But like, I think don't look at it as, hey, this is a chore I need to do. Look at this as like the music video doesn't really exist anymore. You can create a little snippet of like this world that you're building. You can tell the story of your music another way with another medium.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a selfie video.
No. And away from musicians, podcasting and what we do is exactly the same. Like, we have to create content for more people to listen to what we do.
Yeah.
Content isn't anything that I'd say that a large population of people enjoy creating because it can be, there's nothing more deflating than spending hours on an edit and getting 3 likes.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point?
Yeah.
But you've got to play the game to hopefully, benefit from the success of consistency and goes back to the top of funnel strategy, doesn't it? Brand awareness. It's all about that brand awareness. Whether you're a podcaster, musician, you just got to play the game.
Now we are flogging it.
Now we are flogging a dead horse. But I just thought it was an interesting take.
Listen to us, 2 non-successful musicians just lecturing musicians.
Yeah, I played music once. Wasn't very good. But I can understand. I get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Speaking of some bold content to make.
Whoa. Are we going to talk about it?
I think we're going to talk about it. We've got to go there.
What? Who said to Radio Free Alice that shitting on Usher on a national music broadcast was a good idea?
It's a bold move.
It's a bold move, Carton.
Let's see if it pays off.
It hasn't so far. And
spoiler, I think it might have, but we'll come back to that.
You are a little bit more on the fence than me. Surprise, surprise. But if you haven't seen it, Radio Free Alice covered DJ Got Us Falling in Love again for Like a Version last week.
Yes.
And as part of Triple J's, essential coverage of Like a Version, you do a cover, you do an original, and then you explain why you chose the cover. To which the lead singer said, I think his words were, there are some songs that are bad songs that need good covers.
Yeah.
And DJ Got Us Falling in Love Again is the ugliest duckling of bad songs. And they wanted to turn it into a swan. And boy, have the comments sounded off.
They've been hot comments. I'll tell you what.
I've seen like pretentious indie band Final Boss. I've seen whose kids are they. I've seen so many funny comments about it. And look, I understand. I don't think they meant to be controversial when they said it.
Yeah.
But fuck, a bit of forethought would have gone a long way.
I can understand that, like, that song doesn't have to be for everyone. Like, I don't think you need to like Usher or that song or that even that genre of music to understand that there's a reason. Like, it has its place in the pop music world and like in the broader music world.
Yeah.
Like, is it more like, I want to say this is not the right word, but is it more disposable in the sense of like, can you just put it on, listen to it, and move on without having like a deep emotional reaction? 100%. You can do it with any music.
You could.
Like, it's perfect for what it does. It's fun, it's dancey, it's lighthearted, it gets you moving, it can strike an emotional reaction. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And as they point out in the video, there is a deeper layer to it of like, this is kind of a sad song dressed up as a happy song. Like, there is a depth to it. I thought the cover was actually really good, and I sent it to you before that interview came out. I was like, this is a sick cover. And I was like, whoa, this is a bold move. Just unnecessarily hating on it.
Yeah. And if you're an emerging band, which they are, you probably an opportunity to build some public familiarity. And hey, we're Radio Free Alice. This is us. This is our sound. Probably don't go in for a massive crowd favorite that didn't ask for, the shit to be beaten out of it.
Yep.
But each to their own. It could be a good market. They could be rage baiting. We spoke about off air as a potential marketing strategy.
Well, that's what I think. I think what might have happened, and whether that's intentional or not, I think possibly the best outcome for them, because Radio Free Alice is now a very talked about band. Whether you like them, whether you hate them, whether you think it was a good cover, bad cover, whether you think it's a good opinion or a bad opinion, doesn't really matter, because you now know them. And like, there are a lot of bands that have started with just making a terrible opinion and then laid down, I'm not saying this is good or bad, going to happen to Radio Free Alice, but like, a lot of bands have started controversially, then laid down good music and people come around on them. Like Fontaine's DC was a bit like that at the beginning.
Yep.
And so I think there's a world where it's like, let's just fucking go ham on this.
Yeah. And look, there's no such thing as bad publicity, I guess. But
it's a bold move.
Hard watch.
It is a bold move.
Lads. Actually, let's check right now. Last time I saw it, they had 27.1 thousand followers. Radio Free Alice.
I also like
27.8. So they've got 700 followers in 4 days.
There you go. And like, look, I think,
baby tonight. Sorry.
If that's their actual opinions, if that's what they actually think, I think they need to really sit down and go, like, cheesy bubblegum pop has a really important place in the musical world. It has to be there.
100%. It has to be there. Yeah, I think bold play. I'd love to talk to their label manager and be like, did that one catch you by surprise?
Who knows?
Oh, jeez. I'd be on the phone like, boys, what the fuck? I get you on like a version. Now all of a sudden you're shitting on Usher. To be fair, Justin Bieber would be the same.
It's like, it's not that far removed from like, at the beginning of his career, Ben Lee said something along the lines of like that he's the greatest songwriter in Australia, right? Which
Tongue in cheek.
Well, no, I think as a
he meant
young
it.
person meant it.
Wow.
Which like, I think Ben Lee has written some great songs, and I think he's one of the elder statesmen of the Australian musical scene. I don't know if he thinks that that's still the opinion. Like, I don't know if he still thinks he's Australia's best songwriter, but like, he made waves. He turned that into a career, and here he is, like, being an influential voice in Australian music. So, like,
true.
There's a world where Radio Free Alice have done this and are going to pivot into something new, but shit take.
Yeah. Shiitake indeed.
Shiitake. Real mushroom, that one.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of like a version, Maxwell, Ethel Cain is lined up to do it this Friday. Mother. Sad days. I don't know. She could go one of two ways, but early predictions. She's covered Britney Spears before. She's covered American football before. Just a little prediction on what we think Mother Kane will bring to Triple J.
Go back to the Britney Spears angle. Go something super bubblegum pop and give it the ugly duckling, beautiful swan approach, if you will. Maybe like a genie in a bottle by Christina Aguilera.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was on a similar vibe. I could see her doing something Sabrina Carpenter.
Ooh, okay.
And just shifting it. Forever Young youth group, maybe.
Too obvious, I think.
Well, I'll just go fuck myself.
It's sad does sad, you know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Unless we go something right from out of the corridor. Coming to Australia, Ethel Cain clearly has that kind of like heavier repertoire in the back pocket. A Pittsburgh by Amity Affliction or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's giving Amity a lot of credit.
I mean, both very, very overtly
true.
sad boy kind of vibes.
That would be a curveball and a half.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of just artists that I think she could dabble in. She's openly a big fan of Sarah's.
Mm-hmm.
Could we see a bit of sad girl takes on sad boy?
True.
Don't know. Turnstile. Something Turnstile I could see.
Possibly.
But I don't know. I will be listening with bells on.
With bells on.
Which will be quite distracting actually from
Yeah.
the sound. I'll be very
You have to sit very
overstimulated.
still.
Yeah. I'll probably be sitting like this. It takes us to the suitcase, Maxwell.
Zip, zip.
So it's very topical, the suitcase this week. Ugly ducklings
Yeah.
that deserve to be swans. Songs that are bad, that need good covers. What are these songs?
Pretension level 1000, Sam. You know what's an ugly duckling that needs a real swan cover?
Oh, what is it?
Hot in Here by Nelly.
Oh, what a shit song,
Oh, one of the all-time worst, Sam.
honestly. And no one knows it either.
No one knows it. No one has a mad dance to it every Saturday night.
No one loses it when it comes on randomly at a party.
Oh, dog shit song.
It's irrelevant.
What's it doing here?
No. On that note, Fireflies, Our City.
Oh, one of the all-time worst. One of my least favorite songs, Sam.
That took a what for you to say that?
Yeah, look, it hurts. I'm on enough painkillers. It's fine.
Arguably one of the worst songs ever written.
Just terrible.
Oh, it's shit house.
I'm
It
not
is-
losing my shit every time.
I think it's not only an ugly duckling, it's deformed duckling that needs to be turned into a swan after being heavily surgically operated on.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit of placky surge.
Yeah. Couple of others for me that are arguably just some of the ugliest ducklings I've ever seen. Would crack a mirror.
Yeah.
Iris Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, horrible.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't want the world to see me.
No.
Or that
Not
song.
at all. Not at all the best song ever written. Awkward. Hey There Delilah, Plain White Tees.
Yeah. What is it like in New York City? Because I'm never coming to see you again.
No. I wouldn't walk 1,000 miles. Are you kidding? I'd catch the train. Anyway.
Can the Amtrak?
Any more from you?
Here's one, Sam. Universally beloved. Dancing 2 by Kelly Holiday. I genuinely think it would. A, I think it's a good song. And B, I think it'd be a good cover.
I know you're rage baiting me. I will not bite.
I'm being serious.
No, you're not.
I'm serious as a fucking funeral, Sam.
We're going to fold the podcast. Well, this has been nice, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. We're about to have some fisticuffs.
Ooh. Get it right up there, Sam.
A good fisting between friends.
Doesn't hurt anyone.
Little bit of a row almost. If you've stayed this long, thank you. Love you. Be nice to your mother. Maxwell, anything from you?
Nah. Ilya Trilly, Sam.